We're going to talk about some takedown stuff, specifically takedowns in the gi that are really useful. I'm going to try and do my best Chris Howder impersonation and recap some of the stuff I learned this weekend. But if Russell's got a hold of me, and it's really hard to get to his head here, and a lot of times we play in this position, and the issue with maybe breaking this and then shooting is now he knows that's what I want to do, right? So if I break this, he's ready for this shot and he can clear some space. So there are ways, instead of leading with my head in, to get to his legs with my legs. I'm gonna over exaggerate this for a video, but you may actually do it this way. As he's pushing on me, I'm gonna instead, my hips aren't stuck, right? My head's stuck and my shoulders are stuck. My hips can actually move inward. So as I'm just trying to connect my hips to Russell's leg. So as he's pushing me and I come here, he can't actually stop this motion without backing up. So I'm literally going to just fall on his leg from here. Leave myself in some hole. Oh yeah, Jasmine shouldered me and that's like 6 times. So I'm just trying to get hip connection, and if he doesn't fall over, if I just take this long step and I'm leading with my hips first, I should be able to pick up this single leg from here or come up into a body lock from here. Okay? So let's talk about keeping that body lock. So he's got that grip. I come, I'm leading with my hips first, falling. Now when I stand up, my hips have to stay tight. If my butt goes out at all, Russell can turn and break this grip. Not hard at all. But if, after I make this connection, I prioritize keeping my hips to him, I'm standing straight up with good posture, now try and turn out of here. There's nothing for it, okay? As long as I keep my hips in. He can push my head away. As long as I keep my hips in, I can take him where I want him to go. You won't be able to pick everybody up, but you can pick a lot of people up. So to finish that takedown, for me typically, I'm coming in, driving my hips, standing up. Now my head is gonna push on his shoulder. These arms are gonna squeeze at the floating rim, and I'm just gonna start dipping. And now we're on top of the nice shoulder under his arm. So if we're more square to each other, I can still lead with my hips to start working on like an inside trip or anything like that. If he's got grips and I got grips and we're moving around, I'm going to still lead here with my hips and step in between his legs. And now I can start playing into this kind of stuff. But the principle's the same. If I try to come with my whole body in between his legs, that's not gonna happen. But if I come from here and lead in with my hips, that starts to work a lot better. It's good if I can break his grips, and that's great. But if I'm loose up top and loose down below, I can move in regardless of his grips. So a lot of times when we think of going through someone's grips, we think of pressure and driving into their grips. And that can work, but this is much less effort. And I'm all about much less effort. So we can play a little drill where all I'm gonna do is we're moving around. I'm just trying to tap in and move his leg up. And he's just trying to drive in with his hips, yep, and move my leg up. And that will eventually lead to some throws, like I know how to do judo. We'll edit the part out where I admit I don't know how to do it. But it's all from that leading with the hips principle. Your hips can move independently of your head. That's the big principle we should be talking about this next week. That's great.